Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First play's a run with Nwangu. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing.
That their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for touchdown right here out of the gate.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Dillon now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Khalil Mack charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Bayless Jones on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Fields. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Off play action, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out, and the Lions are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 17-yard line.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And some room to work. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Come on.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Murray, and he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
The score, Commanders 21, Lions 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the 50, here's Fields. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Nwangu, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Fields.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Fields now to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Running left is Dillon.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Murray.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Murray.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Touchdown Washington.
Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14.
The score, Commanders 28, Lions 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Fields. He'll get this to the Wangu. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The return is Jones from the end zone.
Davis Jones on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, They're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fields finding Gray on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On first down, it's Fields. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Fields. Drops this off with Nwangu. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, that's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Play fake. Murray. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Steps away to his left. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense. offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, Dillon.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Murray going to try to throw on third down.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be first and goal when we come back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
And they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Dillon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Dillon again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
At the 1-yard line.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 35, Lions 17. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Fields on first down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score. Commanders 31, Lions 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They fake the handoff, now Murray. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Commanders 42, Lions 24. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Quick slant to Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air again, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the 50, here's Fields. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Back to throw it, Murray. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, Murray. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
With that last completion, CD's now